You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This is what he does.
Well, good morning, everybody. I had to do this video today as opposed to last night after the live stream. I had enough of the Cowboys for one day and their buffoonery, especially for most of that game last night, up until the last quarter. Dallas Cowboys fall to the Baltimore Ravens 28-25, I believe. It was the final score. I believe... Yeah, when you look at it in totality, my final score prediction was 24-23. So I had Dallas winning. I had Dallas showing up in the first half. If you would have told me that the Ravens would have had 28 points at halftime, I would have said we're giving up 40. We didn't give up, or I don't know if they had 28 at halftime. I have to look. Let's see here.
Let's go.
Let's see exactly what they had. Halftime scoring. No, they scored 7 in the third. So they had 21. They were up 21-6 at halftime. So, all in all, that's not bad. It's not about anybody that we're playing, people. I got 2 pages of notes here. Well, I'm not going to keep this video very long. Dallas falls to 1-2. My main focus seems to go towards Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, you're the issue. You've been the issue for a long time. I have nothing against you personally, Jerry. Thank you for everything you've done. But I think people are tired of hearing from your post-game comments, your pre-game comments. We don't want to hear from you anymore. You came out and made a statement that... Great week of practice. So, of course, I use that. I'm thinking, oh, man, okay. Great week of practice leading up to the game. And then you hear Dak Prescott, I was very critical of in the game. I thought he was behind receivers throughout the first half. There was opportunity, overthrowing receivers, overthrowing guys. Listen, NFL, he doesn't have a problem throwing a tight window over the middle of the field. He doesn't. I'm talking double team, his first read. He's going there anyway because he trusts his guy. He don't have a problem doing that. But when you throw a tight throw over the top, when it's just one-on-one and the guy's got a step and a half, that's open in the NFL. You got to hit more on those. You just do. The final stats are ridiculous to me. But Dak Prescott said there was many people who did. All right, he ain't going to name names, but there was people who aren't accountable. I want to know who those people are. He said both sides of the ball, not putting the work in, or he made a comment like being in the facility, more tape for get like I always say. Baker Mayfield came out and made a comment about Tom Brady and how he made the facility feel. Everybody was on edge. Yeah, because Tom Brady wanted to win. I could care less about Tom Brady. Personally, whatever he's got going on, he's a little bit of a strange guy, but whatever. His drive to win is ridiculously great. And that's what he did. He wasn't the most talented guy. Can we not respect that? Can we respect that he wasn't the most athletic guy, yet he carved up and will go down as one of the greats to ever play the game? I don't know who's going to get that many Super Bowls. Maybe Mahomes. Maybe. There's something going on, and it's the coach's responsibility because the coach said the same thing when he came in for his interview. We got to clean up the mess. Far too many penalties. Every penalty on the kickoff. Every penalty. I mean, every play, every time there's a ball that's kicked off, there's a penalty on the kickoff. Somebody's holding somebody, whether it's Jalen Tolbert or what, usually a stupid receiver that's holding somebody backside away from the play. Not even near the play. And then illegal shift, false start. Okay, Jake Ferguson, he's been hurt. He hasn't been on the field. Fine. But you get the point. Way too many mental errors. That's called coaching. okay? I don't know what's going on. I know McCarthy is a good coach, okay? He's a Super Bowl winning coach. He's won say what you want. He's won 12 games 3 straight years. Not good, people. I'm just going to rattle through. We'll get to the game. I want to listen to Mike a little bit, but just some of my notes. I'm going to rattle them off quick. Micah Parsons not holding the edge, breaking contain on a touchdown. Yeah, I saw it time and time and again. He don't know what he... Lining up every down as an end seems to be an issue with him. Where Micah thrives is when he's attacking the passer in obvious passing down. You cannot stop him. Everybody knows you got to pass, and FYI, most players are better that way. But Micah is super elite. When he lines up over the A gap, over the center, like in the A gaps, he gets home all the time. But this is what I said in the beginning of the year that I wanted to see more of. I wanted to see Micah away from the edge, get him back there in obvious passing downs, okay? But, get him away from the edge. I don't know. I mean, that's what you have to do with this man. Stop worrying about money, contract. You want to maximize the guy's talent. Get him away from the edge every play. Line him up as a linebacker or a stand-up guy, which is what I keep saying. That's the answer. And it's dumbfounding. It's a joke that the best player is the field goal kicker. Does anybody think he can't make a 65-yard field goal now? Like 9 out of 10 times? If we got the ball back, he was making a field goal. But, the play calling with Mike McCarthy, especially on 2-point conversions, stop going for it. Because the play calling is horrendous. Just kick the extra point. Okay, just put the point on the board. Keep doing that every time. By the end of the game, you'll be good. I understand, obvious, you have to go, when you're down, you have to, but it was a joke, people. Horrible tackling. Kalen Carson. I love his fire. I love his ability. He's a rookie. What do I tell you? When you put a rookie in a position to have to go out right away as a D-back, you're going to get exposed. Not so much in coverage every once in a while, but in the tackling part of the game and overextending, and we gave up way too many big plays early in that game. Not as far as the long throw, because Lamar Jackson only threw 15 times all game. Just like last week. They're not throwing the ball on us. They're running it at us. Dak throwing behind everyone. I wrote that down. That's pretty much the first. I stopped writing all this after the first half. CD fumble in the red zone. I saw CD flipping out on Dak Prescott on the sideline because he wants the ball. Listen, give me the ball. Like in the second half when you were benched, CD for a series, supposedly. We'll get to the bottom of it. Get the ball to the players that are open. I've been saying that about Dak.
Unlock your iPhone first.
Really? Siri, I'm not talking to you. Get to the players that are open. And that's what they did in the second half. Spread the ball around. You're forcing the ball into a double team. You don't have to. CeeDee Lamb is a horrible teammate. He fumbled, yet he's running his mouth. That's what I said. At times, I'm not going to make a blanket statement, but CD, like a lot of receivers, he's pouting, slamming his hands in the end zone like a little baby. CeeDee Lamb, stop. Just remember, you fumbled in the red zone. It costing us potentially 7 points, at least a field goal. Our red zone offense right now sucks, okay? So that's something you can work on. It's very fixable, but you got to work. Stop pouting. Yet, we lost by a field goal at the end of the day, a CD, and we'll get to that. You know what I'm saying here? I mean, I could go on and on. But let's get to, I want to listen to Micah Parsons. This is the one interview I haven't listened to yet. Let's listen to what he had to say, and we'll try and skip through if we can, and then we'll go. I didn't think he played well. He keeps calling out people not being in the right spot. I don't know who he's talking about. Help me out, people.
I mean, same thing. I think now we got people just trying to be Superman. People just got to own their jobs, bro. We don't need everyone to be Superman. We don't need no Supermans at all. We just need 11 guys playing together. And right now, it's just not in unison. I mean, you're preaching something all week. Everyone's in the locker room saying we're going to do what we got to do, and everyone's going to be accountable. And when you come out, it's just like, how we getting gas? We're not being accountable. We're not set. It's just like, the game don't come down to that third down. We do what we're supposed to do. We win the game. It's just like, at what cost are we just going to keep doing this to ourselves?
Bro.
They did exactly what I expected. Motion to 42, they're going to run to 42, Ricard. I mean, it's plain as day. I mean, we know when it's true pass set. Them guys is in damn near 4-point stands coming up the ball. So it's just like, at one point, are we just going to knuckle up and just play? I mean, for me, I mean, it sucks. I mean, it's a long year. I mean, I wish I never experienced something like this. I mean, our confidence is within, the organization, because we got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a winning organization. I want to uphold that standard. But at the same time, everyone has to uphold the standard. And, I think I'm confident, in my faith. My faith. I just think we're being tested right now, man.
How do you not get people to play?
Bro, I have no idea. Like, I'm gonna be real, like I said, I really believe we're being tested, I'm being tested. Like, it has to come together. It's humbling. At your all-time high, God always finds a way to put you back down. And right now, we're low. And everyone has to stay strong.
Yeah, we got to play Thursday night.
And say, at one point, are we going to trust in God, trusting ourselves, trusting the team, trusting the framework of the defense? Because any cost, like, some of the stuff is, at one point, like I said, it's just us being us. So when it's the faith and trust going to be there.
I don't know who they're talking about. Maybe D tackles?
Yes, I definitely think it's frustration, right? Like, we talk, like I said, D-Laws has always been like a big brother to me. We're losing. It was something simple. Like, we didn't even mess up. We came off a 3 and out. So it's the simple fact of, like, first to be the best, right? Our best players always have to do the right things, right? Coach is like, man, go make it. I said, Coach, I'm spilling it. I'm playing in the framework of the defense. I need to get these guys behind me to trust me first. Like, I don't want to make those plays by myself, because they're just gonna slow them down, right? So I need everyone to do that, right? Not just me.
Maybe talking about the secondary, the linebackers.
Like, I'm gonna just stay in my gap. Right? The person behind me has to trust me. I'm gonna do my job, right? And right now, that trust is not there. Man, we had flashes of this run. But, I was talking to my man, I feel over it. And he was like, man. I said, what's going on? I was like, bro. It's an appreciation and opportunity, right? Like, and this is just a simple fact of, I would say, I feel like I'm the most blessed man in the world to be playing for the Dallas Cowboys. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Like, this is what I always dreamed of and lived for. But at the same time, I don't think all of us is taking advantage of these opportunities, right? And I said it because I was a captain. I said, man, we got 17 games. That's what we're promised. But individually, what are we really promised, right? Like, I could get hurt tomorrow and I'll be done for the rest of the season. Like, you never know what you're promised of, right? Every time we touch this field, are we taking advantage of our time? Are we running to the ball, right? Are we, standing our gaps? Because I think that's what it's about, bro. That's what the faith, the trust, and everything's about. Like, are you going to do it?
It's about time that we address the situation. Who's not staying in their
gap? I just think it comes down to that, because this opportunity is so great.
Linebackers. They're not playing well.
Man, it hurts to see this. It's flashes. It's flashes, right? When we talk about greatness, is greatness flashing? Greatness is consistency.
Yeah.
Like, it's consistent behavior. And the fact that it's not consistent, that's the alarming part, right? You know? And,
I will say.
yeah, I mean, people feed off it. The fans feed off it. We feed off it. I mean, that's why I say I think the biggest thing that I'm trying to do this year, even when we're down, can my play still sustain, right? Am I still doing what I'm supposed to do? Like, that's what people are looking at, right? Like, that's what the young guys, people are like, man, we're down, but are you still doing your job? Are you still standing in your gap? I mean, that's the body language, that's the demeanor we all need, right? All right.
How can you make the guys around?
You know, man, it just starts tomorrow. It been started.
That'll be enough of that. So, I don't know who he's talking about. I did see a few plays where I did say he broke contain. But if you look at the play, now that I recall it, it was one play in particular where he's going upfield and he's with the running back. Either the running back or the tight end was going outside of the edge, and he's staring at Lamar. So he has to hold. Lamar's got the ball, right? Lamar's got the ball. He's funneling Lamar inside, which is what he's supposed to do. Can't let him get the edge around the outside. That didn't happen, so my bad, Micah. Maybe what he's talking about, and like I said, we'll have to find out, is that the linebacker is not coming up and filling right when Lamar cuts it inside. And I think you got Overshown. I think Overshown is struggling, people. As much as I like Overshown and, a lot of athletic ability, I don't know that he's in the right spot all the time. You know what I mean? And everybody needs to do their job. You would think it wouldn't be Eric Hendricks, right? And who's the Damone Clark? Damone Clark, not known as the smartest guy or instinctual guy. So I don't know, but I want to get to some of the stats before we get out of here. There's an issue there. It's a fixable issue. It really is. Do we have the studs that we would like to have up front? No, but you saw what they did at times. Lamar Jackson, 12 for 15 for 182. 12-yard average, which is big, and one touchdown. A QBR of 130 or a 96.8. Dak Prescott, 28 for 51. That's just ridiculous. But because we got so far down, 7.4 average, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So that's one good thing that Dak's doing. He got lucky a couple times. Sacked 3 times. Lamar was not sacked at all. 0 sacks. Derrick Henry, 25 for 151, 6-yard average, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he's washed. Lamar Jackson, 14 for 87, 6.2, 1 touchdown. That's basically the damage. We didn't get to our running game. Rico, 8 for 32, 4-yard rush. Yeah, 4. Dak ran 2 for 7. Zeke 3 for 6. Jake Ferguson was back. He looked great. 6 for 95. And he's not 100%. 16-yard average. CeeDee Lamb, 4 for 67. Pouted like a little baby at times. Again, you grow up. You just got paid. Jalen Brooks, 1 for 20. We spread the ball around. Kevontae Turpin, 3 for 51 and a touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 3 for 42 and a touchdown. Hunter Lepke had 2 for 41. I love Hunter Lepke. Brandon Cooks, 2 for 16. Didn't do too much. Let me look at the team stats here. First downs, 26-24 Cowboys. Yeah, okay. First downs, 18-8 Cowboys. So the stats lie. First down, rushing first downs. This is a big one. 16 for the Ravens, 2 for the Cowboys. First downs from penalties, Dallas got 6. We were handed shit towards the end of that game big time. Third down efficiency, 7 for 13 for Dallas, 4 for 9. Fourth down, 0 for 1 for Dallas. Total plays, Dallas had 70 plays. Lamar had 60. Lamar had 60 plays, and he only threw the ball 15 times. Total yards, 456 for the Ravens, 412 for the Cowboys. Drives, they each had 11. Dak threw for 361, Russell 182. Rushing, 274 to 51 in favor of Baltimore. Penalties, 13 for 105 for the Ravens. 6 for 44. Fumbles lost. CD was the lone turnover of the game. Thanks, buddy. Time of possession, Ravens had it for 34-45, Dallas 25. So almost 10 minutes difference. Can't do that. Cannot do that at all. Again, we could get into the numbers, but football comes quick, people. Football comes real quick. We got to turn it around. Like Dak Prescott said in his press conference, there's pretty much going to be walkthroughs and a lot of film study. They need to find out who's not doing their job in the defense and get them out of there or get them to do their job. So I'm glad I didn't do this last night because I was just over the moon. I started off my live stream last night, my post-game live, and I apologize. I was not happy. Again, it was ridiculous. Very, 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 very ridiculous that we keep getting ourselves. People want to, and then I get like, oh, well, we need a running back. It's not about the running backs. Do you not know the game of football? It's not about the running backs. Yeah, I would love to have a better running back, but our running backs are fine. We're not getting a chance to run. We can't stop the other team, so we're always down. What do you think is going to happen? But anyway, that's it. That's my reaction. It sucks, people. We're 1-2, but it's only 3 games. Guess what, people? I had them losing to Cleveland, beating New Orleans, losing to the Ravens. I had us losing to the Ravens. What makes us hurt is I saw what they did against Cleveland, and now the rubber's going to meet the road because Cleveland obviously is not a good team, and the Giants just blew out Cleveland like we did, and Giants looked better on offense against Cleveland than we did. So we'll see. We play the Giants in New York 2 hours down the street on Thursday Night Football. We'll see what's going to happen. But all right, everybody, not good, not happy. I hate to play this, but I'm going to play because we're always still.
How about them Cowboys?
Late.